Triangles in trigonometry. So the things we've been going over, we've been talking about sine, cosine, tangent, and its inverse. The things you need to look for in a word problem are you given a degree measure? And are you given a side measure? Because if you're using a degree and side, you know that you have just the regular sine, cosine, and tangent. You're not going to be doing the inverse. So one thing we discussed was I like to read it backwards. So find the height of the building. That's a very telling thing to me. So I'm going to draw a building, and what we're going to say is we don't know the height. Okay, that means we can go to the next line. So find the height of the building. Plane is found to be 60 degrees foot, 50 meters from its foot on a horizontal plane. Horizontal plane, 50 meters away. And it's to be found at a 60-degree plane. Okay? So that means that our right angle is right here. And of course, going through and labeling opposite. And that would mean that this is adjacent, and this is your hypotenuse. Key things again, are we given a degree measure? Yes, that means we are not doing inverse, and we're given a side measure, so fantastic. Alright, how far the ladder is from the foot of the wall. So that's a distance. Here is a wall, and there is a ladder. Okay, how far the ladder is from the foot of the wall. Okay, so we have no idea. No, that's going to be a right angle. Inclined at an angle. Alright, so the incline is 60 degrees. And a ladder placed against a wall such that it reaches the top of the wall, height 6 meters, and the ladder is inclined. A ladder is placed against a wall, okay, at 6 foot tall, or 6 meters. So the ladder is placed against the wall, it hits the wall at approximately 6 meters right here. So that's 6 meters from the ground. So we don't know the hypotenuse. We know the opposite, and we try to find the adjacent. This is, I'm going to work this one out too, because this is the one that is kind of worked backwards. Alright, so katoa. So what we're given is a side measure and a degree measure, so that means we're using just a regular sine, cosine, tangent. We're going to be looking for adjacent, and we're given opposite. So the only one that has both of those is TOA. So tangent at 60 degrees is going to be equal to 6 over x. Okay. So what are you supposed to do here? Well, just like whenever we had a number on the bottom and x on top, we multiply both sides by x, then that will give us and what do we do anytime we have something next to a variable? We divide by it. Should be no different here. So this is the problem it turns into. So if you have a variable on bottom, all it means is divide by this. Don't multiply by it. So we're given a degree measure, and we're given a side measure. Cool. We're still not inverse. Find the height of the kite, assuming that there is no slack in the string. All right, so find the height. So height is straight up. Straight up. A string of a kite is 100 meters long, and it makes an angle. Okay, so here's the string. 100 meters. It's at a 60-degree angle. find the height of the kite. Okay, so we're looking for right here. Let's go ahead and label. So we're looking for opposite, and we don't know adjacent, but we're given the hypotenuse. So it looks like we'll have something, this looks like a sine. Sine opposite over hypotenuse. Should be pretty easy. Okay, are we given a degree measure? Yes. Okay, not inverse still. We're given a side measure as well. All right, find the distance between the tree and the tower. All right, so tree, tower. I don't know. Right angle. There's going to be a dude standing up here. Okay. From the top of the tower, 30 meters high, is a man observing. Okay, so we know that that is 30 meters tall. He's observing base of the tree. Okay, so he's looking like that, measuring 30 degrees. Opposite. Adjacent. Hypotenuse. So it wants you to find the opposite. So this looks like another tangent, x over 30. This is where you and I both got confused because we were going through a pattern. All right, so we know that we do not have a degree measure. All right, so this is where you're going to set up your inverse given a side measure. Okay, so we know that there's going to be a ratio of 3 to 4. So what this would look like is okay. So this is going to prompt you to do your inverse whenever you do not see a degree measure.